Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is something that's important for all notch jobs, regardless of what you're doing, and that is the fact that the direction you last input on the control stick before you set it back to neutral actually will shift the calibration of the control stick ever so slightly. And so you want to make sure that this is a variable that you keep constant. So you want to pick a direction, let's just say down for example, and so before I make my notches, before I check how good they are, I want to hit down on the control stick, let it sit back to neutral, and then recalibrate it, and then check. And then when I'm done my notch job, I want to, whenever I play with those notches, I want to keep that consistent. So I would set it down back to neutral and then recalibrate, and that's how I would play. So that being said, let's get into the modification. So this is a very easy modification. You only need 4 things: the controller, something to test how good your shield drops are, preferably something like the new 20XX that has the live input reader, and Scotch tape, and just some scissors. So first thing you want to do is just pull off some tape, and I'm going to cut off the bit at the end so we have a nice smooth edge. And hold on, tiny pieces of tape are kind of a pain to deal with. Okay, so first thing you want to do is just cut off a bit of tape. About that wide. And you're going to want to, so if we're trying to make this a shield drop notch and we get a lot of spot dodges, that means that the natural notch is too low. So we're going to set the tape here to raise the spot that it sits ever so slightly. So all you do is stick the tape just kind of right next to the notch in there, and just smooth it out with your control stick to get it to stick right down there. And then just cut off the extra. Just push it down, and there you go. Then go into your input reader or just the game and test how your shield drops are. If you're using the input reader, you want to make sure it to set at a value of a Y value of negative 0.675. So if it doesn't do that, if you're still getting spot dodges, if the value is not what you want it to be, well, you just repeat. Take the next little piece of tape that you just had, stick it down, push it down with the control stick, cut off the extra. This got, there we go. And check again. And just repeat until you have a notch that works the way you want it to work. It hits that perfect shield drop value. And yeah, no tri-wing required. Don't have to take apart anything, no filing, no permanent damage to the case. If your notch fades, if it doesn't work anymore, just take the tape off and do it again. And yeah.